Welcome back. Welcome back, you powerful speaker. I'm Takenya Freeney, your executive public speaking strategist. Now, on yesterday, we debunked the myth that you must be born a speaker. That ain't true. It's not. Yesterday, you discovered that confidence isn't just about being louder, but being clearer. That's what confidence is about. You have to find that level of clarity here. So, today we're going to go even deeper and we're going to master your message through a structure that influences the hearts, the minds, and the actions of your audience. So, again, today, our goal is I'm going to share with you a way to master your message by using a structure that influences the hearts, the minds, and the actions of your audience. Now, some of you may be unfamiliar with who I am, so I'll go ahead and tell you. I'm Takenya again. I'm a public speaking strategist for high level leaders, executives, entrepreneurs, and creatives who just refuse to blend in. We were not made to blend in, we were designed to shine. And I teach high achievers how to own the room, magnetize their message, and turn every opportunity into a moment of influence. That is my goal for you today. With my background as a classically trained vocalist and pianist, and also my background as a military veteran, I don't just teach public speaking. What I do teach is I coach people on performance, I coach people on presence, and I coach people on power. Because when you step onto the stage or into any high stakes situation and conversation, your voice should carry with the authority that you are. I also run the Executive Speaker Accelerator, which is a high touch transformative program designed for leaders like you who want to master the art of speaking with impact. So if you're ready to stop playing small and start speaking like the CEO and pro and authority that you know you are, let's connect. Just send me a DM from wherever you're watching this message. So I want to ask you a question before we begin today. I want you to hold on to this thought. What's the one thing you want what's the one thing you want your audience to always remember about you? What is the one thing you want your audience to always remember about you? I want you to think about that as we get started today. Let me tell you why. Because clarity matters. It's front and center here. And I want to ask you this. Have you ever spoken very passionately about a topic and then you just watched your message materialize into dust? Have you ever spoken about something very passionately and that message did not land, it did not hit, it missed the mark, it got lost in translation? I know I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. This is why clarity matters. So there's a study that shows clearly structured messages improve audience retention by 40%. 40%, 40%. Clarity really matters. A message that is unstructured, unclear, you're gonna be in that 60% category. Ain't nobody gonna remember. Nobody's gonna remember what you were talking about, who you are, or what your main message was, because it just didn't land. Clarity matters. So the big idea here is your influence skyrockets when your message is clear and intentionally structured. And that's what you're gonna get here today. A structure that will make sure that you always land into the hearts and the minds, and your message never misses its mark again. That's goals for you today. So, clickety clack. Your message deserves to be heard. And I created this framework so that you can have a way to remember this structure. So I love alliteration. This is the lyricist in me just popping up. Sometimes you got to pop up and show folks, right? But here's the framework that I've developed. It's called the Triple H framework. And I'm sure you're taking a moment to read what it says here on the slides. But that hook, heart, and home is going to knock it out the park for you every single time. So in the hook, this is where you're going to capture immediate attention of your audience. You don't want to leave anybody hanging. You don't want to miss somebody. You don't want to miss an opportunity. You're going to capture their attention immediately. Heart is where you're going to emotionally engage your audience. You got to have some kind of feeling. People don't remember facts, they remember feelings. And home, you're going to deliver a powerful close that inspires action. You don't want people to listen to you. You want people to be moved to take action. Why did I choose these three? I chose these three because that hook, heart, and home is a structure that will set your message up for clarity. This is a way for you to anchor yourself in confidence. This is a way for you to know that you know that you know the things that you're supposed to know. And it won't matter how big your stage is. It won't matter if this is something that is in person in real life or if it's a virtual summit. It won't matter if there's 5 people, 50 people, or 1,000 people in front of you. This Triple H framework is going to help you. It's going to help you stay rooted. I'm getting fired up about it because I know how good it is. I know how good it is. So let's break it down with this hook in this Triple H framework, this hook. So I'm going to give you 3 different examples of a hook that will immediately capture the attention of your audience. This is how you want to start, okay? So there's 3 different hooks I have for you. You can ask a provocative question, you can give a compelling statistic, or you can start with a powerful story. So here's an example of a provocative question that I want to ask you. When was the last time you truly felt heard? When was the last time that you truly felt heard? When was that? Here's a compelling statistic if I were to start off a speech. My neighbor's upstairs, okay. Only 8% of people accomplish their public speaking goals without structured support. 8%, only 8% of people accomplish their public speaking goals without structured support. So that tells you that there are 92% of people out here running around free and in the wild without structured support. I wonder where they can go to get supported. So that's my compelling statistic. Here's a powerful story. If you wanted to start off, you would say something like, now this isn't my personal experience, but I'm sure some of you can relate. I remember trembling backstage before my biggest speech, just wondering if my message even mattered. Woo! That's just one way to start. This is the hook. This is the way to capture your audience's attention from the beginning. We ain't got time to waste. You already know we're in this microwave world. You know, people have the attention span of a goldfish. Some people. Studies show, not all people. But the ones that you want to keep on the hook, hook them. Hook them. Let's talk about some heart examples here, because we're going to emotionally engage our audience. Here's my heart example. Like many of you, I've experienced the fear of judgment. That's a vulnerable share. Everybody's not willing to put themselves in somebody else's shoes. Everybody's not always willing to share those parts of themselves that they keep covered and hidden from the rest of the public presenting world. I call this cultural conditioning. And I want us to be able to show up as our most authentic selves. not just our most authentic selves, but our most authentically prepared selves. And that's where public speaking strategy and coaching comes in. That's why I'm here. So here's my vulnerable truth. If I wanted to get to the heart of something, like many of you, I've experienced the fear of judgment. Or maybe you could come with an audience reflection. All right. Second example of using this heart, your heart. I'm going to actually touch my heart when I say this. Imagine how your words can transform someone's perspective, even their life. It's because of what someone has said to me in words of encouragement that led me to be exactly where I am today. Something that somebody said to me 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 30 plus years ago that I carried with me in my heart that is affecting how I move in my life today. So I ask you, imagine how your words can transform someone's perspective, even their life. Ooh, that's good right there. That's good. That's good. And here's another way to use this emotional engagement with your audience. And we're going to start with an authentic connection. You may say something like, I want you to feel that truth resonate deeply within your core. Notice how I'm using my hands and I'm gesturing to my heart. My hand is on my heart. I'm gesturing to my heart. These are the nonverbal ways that we communicate with our audience. These are the nonverbal cues that are understood across humanity. Doesn't matter the language. Doesn't matter the language. The message is the same. What I'm saying to you is coming from the heart. Okay? So that's one way to use that's three different ways to use the heart in the Triple H framework. Let's move to home. This is how you bring it on home. This is time to, this is before the fat lady sings, the proverbial fat lady sings at the opera. This is before you get to that moment, okay? So this is how you leave them waiting, wanting more. This is how you want people to move to take action when you deliver a powerful close. All right, here's mine for you. Choose today to step boldly into your powerful voice. And then I'd be like, and I'd leave the stage. Here's another one. Your clarity determines your impact. So if you're not clear about what it is that you have come to say and you've come to give the world, that impact is going to be like this versus this. Or you can give people a decisive invitation. You can say, commit right now to making your words count. That's why you're here. Make every word count and don't miss a moment. Don't miss a moment. Don't miss a moment. My daddy will preach. I don't know if I told y'all that. Now it's your turn. So wherever you're watching this, you can take a moment to pause, but I want you to grab your workbook or grab something to write on or something to record your thoughts on. And let's craft your own Triple H framework, your own Triple H outline together right now. So in your hook, I want you to put down the powerful opener that you're going to use. For the heart, I want you to share how will you connect emotionally with your audience. And for home, I want you to put down what decisive action or insight that you want your audience to leave with. What are they going home with? What are they taking with them? What are they going to carry with them once y'all have left from the place that you guys are sharing? So if you're so inclined, go ahead and type your hook in the chat and let's get some feedback on it. Or you can pause this wherever you're watching. Here's a hook I came up with in the shower this morning. I think it was, let's see, your I gotta look for it. I gotta look for it. Where is it? Because I recorded this in my notes app. So let me go to my notes and I'm gonna share with you the hook that I came up with this morning. Oh, your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. I love alliteration. You're gonna hear me say it repeatedly if you hang with me for any amount of time. But your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. Hmm. Yeah, that can be a hook. Yeah. Your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. Let me tell you more. That's going to get you interested to hear more, I would imagine. So, this is another way you can use this Triple H framework as an anchor, because I know that one of the fears we discussed on yesterday was the fear of forgetting what it was that you came to deliver, the fear of mumbling, the fear of if I forget my words, will they see me as less than? If I forget what I'm supposed to say, will they not give me another chance? If I forget, use this as an anchor. We're going to get rid of all of that fear right now. So I want you to be able to anchor your key points with visual and verbal cues with some nonverbal communication as well. So these are just some simple, powerful reminders that you can use to kind of rein it back in when you feel like things are going off the rails. These are three things that are going to help you stay rooted, stay grounded, stay anchored. So when you're doing your hook, take a deep breath and it'll come right back to you. Your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. Your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. When it's time to get to that heart, put your hand on your heart. You used to do it for like, I pledge allegiance to the. Put your hand over your heart, okay? And when it's time to deliver that heart part of your message, that nonverbal cue is going to radiate out to your audience and they're going to understand. They're going to hear you. You will be heard. You will be felt. The connections will be made, okay? And when it's time to bring it on home, I want you to plant your feet firmly on the ground and deliver. Put your feet firmly on the ground, or whatever iteration of what that looks like for you, no matter your ability. But stand in it, stand in your power. So, hook, take a deep breath. Your doubts are a distraction from your destiny. Another thing that I say is your destiny is on the other side of your discomfort. Another thing that I say is I live my days designed and in alignment to my assignment. No, wait, my days are divinely designed and in alignment to my assignment. That's another hook. And you're just going to bring it on to your heart. This is a heart gesture. These nonverbal cues, y'all, you're missing out. Come get them. Come get them. Come get them. It's not over gesturing like you're a conductor or throwing up signs, ripping your set. It's something that should come natural to you. So I don't want you to fake it. We're not faking anything. We're not faking it. We are being our whole selves, our most authentically prepared selves. And when it's time to bring it on home, make sure your feet are firmly planted and you stand up in it and you say what you got to say. You say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. Now, if this structure boosted your clarity today, imagine what sustained mastery would look like for you over time. You just hanging out with me for what, 15, 20, 25 minutes tops, So, next month's Make Every Word Count is going to deepen your skills even further. And it's specifically designed, every time I do a Make Every Words Count, every month, it's specifically designed to take your confidence and your influence to the next level. Now, if you are a VIP member, you're going to get personalized. You get a personalized pre-event strategy on Monday. You get live coaching Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Friday you get tailored support with some Q&A. And your next move should be clear. Join us in April, or better yet, go ahead and step into our ongoing mastery through our membership, the Speak Like a Pro program. This has premium support for you. It's got proven resources in it, and there's a transformative community waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Your confidence is calling. We are waiting for you to join us. So, another perk of being in the Speak Like a Pro membership is that you get all previous recordings from every Make Every Word Count. They're all there for you. So you can continue to learn at your pace. You don't have to wait for the next live. The learning continues. I'm going to wrap it up with what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to ignite the power of your voice through practical delivery techniques, some visualizations, and some affirmations. These are things that the people in my ESA, my Executive Speaker Accelerator, and people in the Speak Like a Pro membership, y'all are going to get some of the stuff that they get. And this is good for your energy management. This is good for nervous system maintenance. This is just really good to help ensure that your message always lands with power. And you don't have to be loud to be powerful. You don't. You don't. And one more thing. You don't need to be born ready. You just need to decide that you're ready now. So go ahead and register for day 3. If you haven't registered for day 3, here's the link, bit.ly/March MEWC, which stands for Make Every Word Count. I'm Takenya Freeney, your executive speaking strategist. I'll see you tomorrow.